Whoopi Goldberg is a staple on The View, with many watchers tuning in specifically to hear her hot takes. Based on the latest updates from her, she launched a major new project. So what do we know so far about what she has been cooking up behind the scenes? Whoopi Goldberg is a staple on The View. The View is one of the most popular shows around, and Whoopi Goldberg is a big reason for that. Not only does she moderate the discussions and hot topics, but she has a unique take on things that many people regularly tune in to hear. Whoopi Goldberg has made a career out of speaking her mind and never backing down when she has a point to make. Even when it's something controversial, she is never afraid to go against the majority if it's something that truly resonates with her. And her tenacity is a quality that her many fans love. Goldberg Talks Major Project. As much as Whoopi Goldberg is recognized these days for her time on The View, she also has a lot going on outside of the popular talk show as well. She regularly does things like perform on Broadway. Recently, she talked about a new project that she is extremely proud of. It turns out, Whoopi Goldberg launched a sports network dedicated to showcasing women's sports. According to Goldberg, she has been working on bringing this network to life for the last 15 years. Goldberg said, "Everybody I took the idea to. They patted me on the head and said no one wants to watch women's sports, but they do, I do." She continued, adding, "I wanted to make sure it was a global network because there is more in the world of sports than us. I wanted us to see what other people are doing. What else can fans expect from new network?" If The View fans want to check out this new network from Whoopi Goldberg, there is certainly a lot to tune in for. The all-women's sports network features sports like table tennis, cricket, field hockey, soccer, basketball, and more. There is often chatter about how women's sports don't bring in as much revenue or viewers as men's sports. And this new project from Whoopi Goldberg will certainly put that narrative to the test. AWSN streams on Pluto TV for anyone interested in checking out what this new project has to offer. Speaking more about the overall goal of the project, Whoopi Goldberg said, "There are parts of the world where women don't have a lot of rights, but they do have the right to play sports. So this is helpful, I think, to those countries as well as to those women, because if we can get women engaged with the sports and people can see that they, too, can be helpful, we can put money into them." What do you think about this new project from Whoopi? Let us know in the comments below. Whoopi Goldberg, the EGOT-winning actress, comedian, and co-host of The View, has long been a cultural force, known for her bold opinions and fearless advocacy. While her role as a moderator on The View has cemented her as a household name, Goldberg's latest endeavor takes her influence to new heights. On June 6, 2025, she launched the all-women's sports network, AWSN, a groundbreaking global sports television network dedicated exclusively to women's sports, in partnership with Pluto TV. This venture, which Goldberg has been developing for over 15 years, aims to amplify the visibility of female athletes and challenge the narrative that women's sports lack viewership or impact. With a 24/7 stream featuring over 2,500 hours of live women's sports annually, AWSN is poised to redefine the sports media landscape. This article explores the origins, mission, and potential impact of Goldberg's ambitious project, as well as its significance in the broader context of women's sports and media representation. Whoopi Goldberg, the heart of The View. For over a decade, Whoopi Goldberg has been a cornerstone of The View, ABC's long-running daytime talk show. As a moderator, she brings a unique blend of wit, candor, and conviction to discussions on everything from politics to pop culture. Her willingness to speak her mind, even on controversial topics, has earned her a loyal following. Fans tune in not just for the hot topics, but for Goldberg's distinctive perspective, which often challenges conventional narratives and sparks lively debates among her co-hosts. Goldberg's appeal lies in her authenticity. Whether she's sharing personal anecdotes or weighing in on social issues, she never shies away from expressing her truth. This tenacity has made her a role model for viewers who admire her ability to stand firm in her beliefs while fostering dialogue. Her influence extends beyond the studio, as she uses her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart, from social justice to gender equality. It's this passion for representation and equity that has driven her latest project, the All-Women's Sports Network. The All-Women's Sports Network (AWSN) is not a spur-of-the-moment idea, but the culmination of a 15-year effort by Goldberg to address a glaring gap in sports media. Too. They patted me on the head and said no one wants to watch women's sports. But they do, I do. Goldberg shared in an interview on CBS Mornings. Her determination to create a platform for female athletes stems from her childhood, where her love for sports was sparked by her brother, who played softball, baseball, and basketball. He took me everywhere, she recalled. When I got famous, I took him everywhere. I wanted to do all the things he did, but there was no place for us. This personal connection fueled Goldberg's vision for AWSN, a network that would showcase women's sports on a global scale. Partnering with Jungo TV and supported by Common Spirit Health, a major U.S. healthcare system, Goldberg co-founded AWSN to provide a dedicated space for female athletes to be seen, celebrated, and supported. The network launched in the U.S. on November 13, 2024, on Vizio Watch Free Plus and expanded globally through a partnership with Pluto TV, debuting in Canada, the UK, and the Nordics on June 6, 2025. Goldberg's mission is clear: to elevate women's sports by making them accessible to a worldwide audience. I wanted to make sure it was a global network because there is more in the world of sports than us, she said. I wanted us to see what other people are doing. By featuring sports from diverse regions and cultures, AWSN aims to inspire young girls and women, particularly in areas where opportunities for female athletes are limited. The launch of AWSN comes at a pivotal moment for women's sports. Despite growing interest, evidenced by record viewership for events like the Women's World Cup and WNBA games, female athletes still face significant disparities in media coverage and sponsorship compared to their male counterparts. A 2021 to 2022 U.S. Government Accountability Office report highlighted a 14% gap in women's participation in varsity college athletics compared to enrollment rates, underscoring the need for greater visibility. Goldberg's network directly challenges the outdated notion that no one wants to watch women's sports. By providing a dedicated platform, AWSN aims to rectify the imbalance in sports representation, as stated on its website. When she wins, we win. The network's tagline encapsulates its mission to celebrate female athletes' achievements and inspire future generations. The global scope of AWSN is particularly significant. There are parts of the world where women don't have a lot of rights, but they do have the right to play sports, Goldberg noted. By showcasing female athletes from regions with limited opportunities, AWSN not only promotes athletic excellence, but also advocates for gender equality on a global stage. The Pluto TV Partnership, expanding reach. The partnership with Pluto TV, announced on June 9, 2025, marks a major milestone for AWSN. Pluto TV, a Paramount Global service, is a leader in fast streaming, offering a diverse lineup of channels across 35 markets. The collaboration allows AWSN to reach audiences in the US, Canada, the UK, and the Nordics, with plans to expand to 65 countries. This is a new era for women's sports, and the appetite for this content is increasing across the globe, said Katrina Kowalski, Senior Vice President of International Content Strategy and Acquisitions at Pluto TV. The free, ad-supported model of Pluto TV aligns with AWSN's mission to make women's sports accessible to everyone. Our mission has always been to make women's sports accessible to everyone, and this partnership, powered by the incredible support of Common Spirit Health, is a huge step forward, said George Chung, co-founder and CEO of AWSN and Jungo TV. The announcement of AWSN has generated significant buzz, particularly on platforms like X, where fans have celebrated Goldberg's vision. Whoopi Goldberg is making history again, this time in sports media. Posted at Attorney Crump, highlighting the network's potential to bridge the visibility gap for female athletes. Another user, at @StellaMills__, wrote, All Women's Sports Network is set to fill global gaps in broadcasting of women's sports. I love it. However, not all reactions have been positive. Some X posts, like one from @Breaking911, expressed skepticism, suggesting the network might include controversial content, though these claims lack substantiation. Such responses reflect the polarized nature of discussions around women's sports, particularly on issues like inclusivity. Goldberg has remained focused on her mission, emphasizing that AWSN is about empowering female athletes and creating opportunities. The launch has also sparked conversations about the broader impact of women's sports media. Fans on X have praised AWSN for its potential to inspire young girls and challenge stereotypes. Programming will feature live game broadcasts, detailed analysis, and inspiring documentaries, noted @Test_Spanger, underscoring the network's comprehensive approach.